This video will help to release your neck. We have to look first to the default pattern in daily life where the head falls forward and looks downward. Yeah? So the head is in support by the body. What we want to, and then the other tendency could be overcorrection, over control in the neck. The chin is in, the neck is really straight, and the whole spine needs to be straight. Yeah, this is what they told me a long time, and then I feel very tensed here. The other one is that you feel too weak here and too short there. So what we want to find in Bowspring is a double S curve, and this is influenced by the ribcage and the heart. We're always starting in the idea of the heart is radiant in all sides, and this will help you. Your head like aligning from the heart through the neck up to the head, like a plant which is rooted in a comfortable earth area, which has his line here up, and we can see today the head as a flower. So first touch your heart, the front heart, and then see your tendency. Does your heart want to sink down and be heavy, and the head then can't find his place? Or can you already softly lift the heart into the hand, getting your eyes more open and give yourself a little smile? The other thing is, this is maybe easy, but we have also a sort of back heart. We call this back heart or even shadow heart. And there is the tendency that you maybe open the heart, but then you're pressing the ribs forward and you have a lack of energy here in the upper part. So just open the heart, lifting the heart, but also leaning the heart a bit more into the back hand, and finding there more space. Yeah, so creating a space in all directions. This is what we call the radiant heart. Then finding maybe first here a little massage under the neck, where in this area I was talking about before. So really brushing this area and release all the tension there. Sometimes because the head is tilting forward, we have a lot of tension there. So try to release the tension like you brushing the earth in your garden. Yeah, I extra say brushing, not massaging. Coming from up and going diagonally to the shoulder blade. Really finding that this tissue gets more fluidly and more soft. On this other hand, more activating. So this is the first step. You can do this more often every day, and you will feel that it will really helpful to release this area. Then thinking about the first rib. The first rib is like a ring. Ring is important, so forward it's round, but also backward. And you can find it when you have the clavicular bone here, and you go with your fingers under, and you're just thinking, you're lifting this ring in the horizontal line. And you see, then I avoid the default pattern. So this ring can be visualized like a mini pizza. Thinking on this ring is cheese, and the cheese don't want to drop forward or even too much backward. So lift your mini pizza, your first rib up, and even finding again the back heart, the front heart is rising. This is also supported by the back ribs, but today we've been focusing more on the upper part. So when you have all this sort of fundament, you go a bit above and you find a vertebra which is sticking out a bit, which looks bigger. And then you touch above this and finding the roots of the neck, I call it. And this vertebra rise a bit up, getting space between the lower vertebra and the upper vertebra there, and then going forward and up. And the moment I'm demonstrating it, the chin rise up into horizontal line. My eyes looking into the horizon, and I give an extra support on the upper head where I'm leaning my head in and my throat is bowing forward, but my head is I'm allowing my head to lean more backwards. And this all comes from a good fundament of the heart and a little bow in the roots of the neck. And then you can create even space here on the palate and on the gum and the heart. This. And you can create space on the base of the tongue. Okay. This is the alignment. Now you massage it even more. You squeeze with your fingertips here in the middle of the spine and try to make more hollowness, more like a in, like this. And then on the side of the middle of the neck, you have two lines or two columns or two muscle bellies, and this you want to squeeze. You get your fingernails next to the spinosus processus, creating more deepness here, and then squeezing more belly shape. So my hands are like that, the ball of the hand and the fingertips creating this column next to the middle of the spine. And maybe you will sense first that it feels really flat, but you're creating two lines supporting the vertebrae, squeezing them up and down. Also, this is a super good massage, like on both sides, to creating a support from the back neck to the front neck and balancing both sides. You will feel maybe one side is stiffer than the other. And then when you're really climbing up, maybe again with the fingers on the middle, you will find a sort of hole. You can stick your index finger in, finding the alignment from down to up again, chin open, head and back, and finding this, I call this hole, more soft and also forward and up. See that my voice turns different then. And just one last time, the wrong position. Chin down, this creates tension. Chin too much up, this creates even more tension. So fingertips softly forward, that works the vertebra forward. And then, whoops, I have to find back. And then the neck. While we do all this work, working also for your soft feet, push the shin bone into the floor and rise out and up from the pelvic floor. Good. Then from here, getting in, we call this neck hook. The hand gets here on the base of the skull, and we just forcing even more to the same thing we spoke already. So it is like I'm pulling the neck a bit forward and up, and then I'm rising into the top of the head, and then I'm leaning back while I'm pulling the head forward and up. Open the space between head and neck. You can do this a few times, like just open the throat, the space under the tongue. Good. Do this on the other side, also like back and front. Good. This gives my head already more space to go back and more support from the neck. Now we're helping the sides even more, getting an open fist here and brush here on the side, even squeezing a bit the sternocleidomastoideus, keeping the heart still up. And then seeing like you will melt and lean over this fist. The other hand is soft. I'm aligning first from my roots up to the top of the head, and then I'm softly leaning and melting here in, and I'm just You can see I'm squeezing a bit the vertebra to the left and up, going more into the bow, finding the stretch here, and maybe even stretching to the ribs. Now touch again the upper back hard. Open the upper neck and the lower neck. More lean back. Don't forget the heart and the side ribs. Phew. Yeah. Good. Release and breathe. Go to the other side. Massage the side. Brush the side a little bit with sort of pressure that the tissue is squeezed and the old stiffness can go out and no space can be created. Then again, heart, back and front. First rib, throat, base, also the base of the lumbar spine. Get the lowest vertebra a bit forward and up. Push the trampoline down. Now lean and melt, and even pushing it more to the side. Open even the side ribs. Also open the side shoulders. Oh, and breathe here till the jaw. Ooh. Good. Now get the left hand to the right. Get the right hand, neck hook again, here, under the skull, fingers to the left, elbow is close to the face. Push first the feet into the floor, working the base of the sit bone down, and now again, open, front side, back hard, back, open to the side, and forward. Now get the left hand to give resistance. The knee pushing out, the sit bones wide, and left sit bone is like a counterpoint. Now open still, leaning back and sink from the base rib. The elbow is close to the head. And then open, side bending and twisting. Ooh. Neck hook, elbow forward, right hand to the left. When I say open, I mean then open here, the pubic bone back and the base of the throat up. But don't forget the back ribs, keep them back and wide. Now, side bending, bowing and arcing. Resistant in the hand, resistant in the opposite hip. And see my tendency with going first with the eyes, working with the ribs. And open, back. Ooh. Breathe. Maybe this is already enough. Maybe you have enough. Or we're doing one more twist with a bit more working for the legs, which could be helpful. So neck hook again, push the feet in the floor, toes as soft as possible, and lifting from the front ankle. Knees forward and up, hips backward and up. Now, oops, let me see that I have all this. Now, side bow, back bow, elbow close, steady eyes, ribs turning. Now get the channel work, extend and twist even. Oh, gee. It's like pulling something and while you squeeze it, and that helps the whole column and its energetic system to open, to release. Left hand, am I right? Let me see. The right hand to the left hand to the right. First, central channel, double S curve, elbow is forward, head backward. Base neck, base lumbar spine. Push up. and rise up. Ribs back, head back, gluteus back, and now to the side. First to the right, hips to the right, head back, looking from your right rib to the left, open and bending. Ooh. Yes, come back. That feels good. I hope you have the same sensation. One more, ribs wide. Even here, armpits hollow, elbows down, external rotation in the arms. If this is too much information, just thinking about the neck. Elbows forward and down. Now push the feet, working first the roots. And now rising from the heart in all dimension, mostly up, elbows forward, maybe a bit open, and then stay long in the neck, maybe one hand neck hook. The tendency when we're going back, shrinking in the head, no, keep it long. Smile into your spine. One more. Back bend. Oh yeah. This feels good. And here really like touching the front side of your body, finding this energy in your spine, releasing the hands, and just closing the eyes and see what we were building up. Outside skin can be more relaxed, but the inner space was widening, creating through these exercises. So starting again from the back heart, the lower ribs wide, backward and sideways. Sit bones, widening the pelvic floor. And then lowest part of the vertebra, forward and up. Lowest part of thoracic spine, back and wide. Armpit, wide. First rib, round. Bowing the vertebrae of the lower and the upper of the cervical spine, and maybe touching your head again from up and back. And feeling a moment of surrender. When you are strong in your roots, centered in your spine, then you can lean your head back, like leaning your mind a bit more backwards, releasing your thoughts, centering from your heart.